saw how clean this place was coming in?
Yes, sir. Your job is to keep it that way.
And no fourth floor, darling. Those patients need special care. Off limits to you.
These are good people. They deserve comfort in their twilight years.
Here to get your garbage.
You know, you've got interesting eyes.
There's something very wrong with this place. Something terribly wrong.
Hey man, I'm not gonna hurt you.
It's time to play by the rules.
What is going on?
Sometimes, when things are bad on the outside, we have to look on the inside.
Boom, there you go. That was the trailer for The Home, arriving in theaters on July 25th. I'm KUYA P. This is Nerds Rule the World. Joining me to talk all things The Home is director James DeMonaco, who is also the writer with Adam Cantor. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm doing good, sir. How are you?
I'm wonderful, man. Thank you for your time. I actually screened this film earlier today in prep. And I'm just still feeling all those kind of icky vibes, man. I can't lie. There's some icky vibes going on for this
icky.
film.
It is icky, my friend.
So since we only have a little bit of time, I'm going to hit you with the top 3 questions I got out the gate.
Okay.
Writing this film during the pandemic with your pal, Adam Cantor. As a fellow writer myself, I'm curious what came first, because there's like layers to this film. But also, as I know, as a creative, locations, like we write when we know what we can book, right? So
Yes.
Did the home come first, this idea of this home, or did this layer with maturity versus youth come first in regards to the creative concept?
I think maturity versus youth, my friend. I think that we were exploring, Adam and I, various things. What came first? I think the first thing that hit us, it was early pandemic, and we're both very neurotic people, Adam and I, and we were terrified of getting the virus. Our families were in, remember, there were pods. Like, he was the only other family we were seeing because his 2 boys played with my daughter. They're both all young. And so Adam and I were seeing each other a lot because we weren't seeing anybody else. Long story short, a lot of weird stuff started happening and tragic stuff started happening at the elder care facilities in New York here. So they were in the media a lot, elder care facilities, which then had Adam and I talking about getting older. He has a great fear of getting older. And we also had real haunting experiences with older people in our families when we were young men, when we were like 8 or 9. So we were talking about those haunting experiences. That coalesced with me starting yoga for the first time in my life, which was, my wife wanted me to get healthy because I'm not a healthy man. I eat a lot of Italian food and drink a lot of wine. And she's like, you're going to do yoga. You have time for the first time. So here's where it got weird. I was doing yoga on YouTube and my feed was inundated once I typed in yoga videos with, I guess, links to longevity videos and supplements and oils to extend life. And I noticed that there was this subculture obsession with longevity and extending life and youth, which I think has bloomed since then even more. Now you have billionaires saying that AI will allow us to live to, 120, 130. So I think it's really now, and I did a deep dive into that about, and a lot of it seemed not scientifically based. So it seemed like charlatans. Some of it seems scientifically based, but I got a little obsessed with it. That coalesced with our feelings on elderly care. And then the last thing you brought up was a facility, writing to that. We knew we needed a place eventually that needed to be another character in the film. And that became quite challenging, man. When we did get the green light, it took us quite a long time to actually find the home. We got very lucky. That place had just closed down and we found it.
Yeah, fascinating. Oh, I got so many questions. So in regards to that, so that was like one of the other tiered questions I have. You shot in this facility that, that later they closed after you got done shooting, but you housed your cast in there. Read that Pete Davidson was kind of scared a little bit on set, but he used it for shooting. So can you talk about filming in this facility, housing your cast and crew in this building?
Yeah, a lot of us stayed there, which I don't think we were supposed to do. So I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but whatever. Who cares? Let them yell at me. Yeah, we had no trailers, so they put us. We each got a room of a previous resident who stayed there, and it was 100 years old. The facility, so on each room it had it had a plaque with who died in the room, so who lived there previously. So it had a strange aura. It definitely had a strange place, but I think staying there fed the tone. You want to get your cast and crew, that you want to get inside my head, which is this, with this weird tone, this sense of dread. And it's hard to do that sometimes, right? 'Cause you're dealing with so many people. I play music on set, that gets people, I think, in the mood. But I do believe staying there in the late nights we all had, and Pete sleeping there, I think we all slowly got into this kind of state of dread, which fed the process. And then we started we all think we experienced very otherworldly things in there. Not to get into like very detailed stuff, but we do feel it was somewhat haunted or occupied by previous souls, because very strange coincidences and odd things started to happen. But listen, it all fed the mood. I was happy because I think we all got on the same page of creating this very dreadful atmosphere. And yeah, it was a hell of a shoot, man. It was something else.
I love that. I just so many questions there. But I'll build from that as artists. And in regards to Pete Davidson, I'm an empath. As artists, we're empaths. We feed off of the energy, and we can utilize that with the work, right? So Pete Davidson, we know him as a comedian, as you grew up with this cat, but you believe there was something more, and he delivers that in the home. Can you talk about Pete stretching himself in the home?
Yeah, it was something. So again, like you said, dude, I knew him when he was 16. We knew from the neighborhood, from a couple of restaurants that he worked at. He was a busboy, and I had just made Purge 1, so he approached me, and we were kind of loners, guys who never really felt like we fit in. So I think we bonded through that. I kind of nerdiness. We love movies and books, so we just really came together. And I always knew that he wasn't just so. Then he bloomed, then he blew up. He became Pete Davidson, this guy, this amazing comedian, amazing. Everything he's doing. He hadn't started acting yet in movies, but I knew he had it in him. I always kind of knew. I knew a soulful Pete, a Pete who came from complicated, complex young man, experienced tragedy in his life. And so when Adam and I were writing, we knew that some of the a lot of Max was in Pete. They both experienced trauma in their youth. They both process trauma through art. Max does graffiti and art, and Pete is a writer. He's a comedian. I think he's got directing in him. So they're both using art to process grief and their personal feelings. So we gave Pete, he was our first thought and only thought that Pete could be Max. I got some, from the powers that be, some people were skeptical, but I think they quickly saw that Pete, when I gave him dailies, when we finally started shooting, they saw that Pete was amazing. And he really, he embraced playing the straight man. I think he was so psyched not to have to be the funny guy. And I think he dove in, and he's working with Tony Award-winning actors, I always say, great theater actors from the New York theater community. And he just effortlessly worked his way and started playing with them. And I think he did a hell of a job.
Definitely. Tremendous performance. Also, want to shout out John Glover, who I was a big fan of. Seeing him in this, amazing.
Yes.
Thank you so much, James. I have so many questions, but you killed it. I had a great time watching The Home, my friend.
Let's talk again, my friend. Thank you so much, man.
Definitely. Everybody, that is the amazing director, James DeMonaco. The Home arrives in theaters on July 25th. I'm KUYA P. Nerds rule the world. Thank you, James. Appreciate you, man.
You're the best, man. Let's talk again, please.
Definitely. Take care, sir.
Nerds rule the world.
Pleasure chatting with you. Love to all my nerds who rule the world.
Nerds rule the world.
Yes, we do.
Thanks. Nerds rule the world. Thank you.
I love the nerds ruling the world. So more power to you.
Patrick, what up, man? And yes, they do. Nerds rule the world, kid.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Awesome. KUYA P, nerds rule the world. Hello.
Yes, they do.
Yes.
Oh,
Nerds rule the world.
I got.
It's in the title of your show, like Nerds Rule the World. Like, I want more black weirdos on screen, and I don't feel like we ever get to see that very much.
Thank you so much. Nerds do rule the world.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you, Nerds Rule.
Love it.
Hello, Sarah. Hello, Julian.
Yes,
Rock on. I love it. Thank you so much.
It's good to see you. I love Nerds Rule the World.
But yeah, there's a heavy nerd component, man.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, if you ask me, nerds rule the world. So
Absolutely.
And you're right, nerds do rule the world.
We're just the best.
Yes.
Thank you, ladies.
So much. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
Bye.
It's your boy KUYA P, nerds rule the world. Thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you.
do. They rule the world, all right.
Yes. Take care, Tony. Thank you, guys.
Good, man. How are you?
I'm wonderful.
So we're recording on our end, and we'll also give you access on yours.
Okay. I think I'm recording. It says I'm recording. All right. Excellent. Awesome. Well, thank you, PR team. Hello, James. I'm ready to rock and roll if you are.
I'm ready, my friend.
All right, cool. I'm going to do a 3, 2, 1 to help me with my edit. All right,
Okay.
Here we go. In a 1, 2, 3.